It's done.
Okay, and stand by. We're going to come up on you, Maurice. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nuclear Popcorn. I'm Maurice Strain-Smith, and we have an incredible woman here named Leah Bergman. How are you?
Nice to see you, Dwayne. Leah
Bergman. She is incredible. She's also the editor-in-chief of Amare magazine.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Now, when I met you previously, it was at the Rabbit Hole premiere. I hadn't seen you in over a year, but I'm so happy that you came today because you just lit up the whole studio. Everyone's like, "Who is this incredibly statuesque beauty?"
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Cool. Now, how long has your magazine been in effect?
Well, actually, we're relatively new to the market, but it'll be a year in June.
Cool. Now, you were saying that you guys got some incredible hits, didn't you?
We did. After our last issue release, which we had Vicki Gunvalson on the cover of, we had over 6 million tags only on Instagram alone.
Wow.
So we weren't expecting such a huge outpouring, but I really think that because Amare stands for love, that's what Amare means, it's love. And I think that because we're a luxury lifestyle that has a positive twist, and we focus on entrepreneurship and what makes people inspirational, people are really responding to our message.
Very cool, very cool. So now, you're a journalist now, but your path from business to journalism has been kind of wild because you said that you got kind of like discovered by a Peabody winner.
Well, actually, I was a business major. I started off in business. And what happened is somebody asked me, will you write something? And I did. I sat down and I wrote something and I gave it to them. And his name is Bob Jimenez, and he said, wow, you have the makings of a true journalist. And I never considered myself a writer, so I was very surprised. And at the time, I did not know that he was a 5-time Emmy Award winner and a Peabody Award recipient. If I would have known that, I would have perhaps been afraid to give him my writing. But I did. I gave him my writing, and he took me under his wing and became my mentor. And here I am today, the editor-in-chief of Amare magazine.
Very cool. And you're here, now not only are you here for this show, but you're going to come by later and co-host with me when we also speak to Mr. Gomez and Mrs. Delaney.
I'm very excited to be your co-host today.
I'm excited too. We're just so pleased that you came here. I mean, the studio has been literally lit up by you. I mean, she's got a
flattering
presence.
me.
You have a presence.
Thank
no,
you.
because even the CEO was like, "You have great features." Remember?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So now, tell us about this incredible charitable event that's coming up pretty soon.
Yes, we're having an event that's featuring our cover girl, who is a Dash doll, and she's a part of the Kardashian show, and she's our cover girl this time. And we're going to have an event that's going to benefit the Whispers from Children's Heart Foundation. So we're very excited for that, and we're excited that we have another issue of Amare, and it's getting better and better as we go along.
Now, I'm affiliated with the magazine, but ours is strictly online. So when you kind of said that we have another issue, is it sometimes kind of difficult to get issues out, or
Well,
is it painstaking, or could you?
I love it. I actually love the process, but it's a wonderful process that has its ups and downs. And are we going to get this done? Are we going to get this in time? Because we're a print magazine and also digital, you're under time constraints. So you know that if you don't get this done, it's all on you because I'm the editor-in-chief. But I have a wonderful staff behind me, wonderful people. Our founder, George Rojas, he's just full of fire and life, and he's really able to help drive the magazine as well.
Very cool. Now, could you explain more what type of magazine it is? I know it's catching on, and it's just bewildering to yourself as well. What kind of topics do you all write about?
Well, we're a luxury lifestyle magazine, and like I told you earlier, we're focusing on, a lot of times the media talks about the negative things that are happening, and we've chosen to focus on the positive aspects that are happening out. And so what we're focusing on is we talk about fashion, we talk about luxury, we talk about entertainment, we have celebrities, and our spin is always, well, what is a positive, what is inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually my favorite things as a writer to write about, is what makes somebody inspirational.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing that is adding value to this human journey?
Mm-hmm. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes on the show, I like to ask people how they actually have overcome, obstacles in their lives. What prompted them to utilize of different mechanisms that enabled them to get over it. And I was wondering, has there been anything really tumultuous in your life that you had to find a way to get over? And if so, how did you do it?
I think everybody in this human journey that we have has had something happen. I don't think anybody comes out unscathed.
Mm-mm.
But I think the most important thing is to remember your focus and remember that this life is about love, and not to give up, and know that nothing's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all is impossible. I mean, I started as a business major, and here I am, editor-in-chief of a magazine.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you go to school?
I went locally here, Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. That's where I finished up.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So now, actually being a journalism person that you are
Mm-hmm.
now, and with your business background, probably works hand in hand, doesn't it?
It's kind of interesting that because I have a business background and I've worked in this industry for quite some time as a writer and then as an editor, that the two and two now as editor-in-chief have come together, where I need those business skills to be able to facilitate and get the magazine done every issue.
Mm-hmm. So, and how big is your staff?
Oh, I'd have to count that up, but we have a sizable staff. I mean, because we do photo shoots, we have hairstylists, makeup artists, photographers, videographers, and we have writers, of course, we have writers, and then you have the admin people, and then you have the graphic artist and art director. So,
Cool.
it takes a village. It's not something that any one person can do by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And George and I work together, and we have this really fun, amazing, almost like friendship working together relationship, and we're able to really get it done, but have fun at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
If you only knew what was happening behind the scenes. We're really having a good time, but we really know how to get things done.
Okay. Now, if people could see how tall you are, or they probably say you're a model or have been a model.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Or something like that. Have you been in modeling before?
I didn't do that. At one time, I was scouted, but I chose not to go that path.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's a wonderful path, and I've worked with many models, and I chose to go a different direction. But thank you
Cool.
very much.
Yeah. And since we're talking about your path, let's break it down.
Okay.
Because you told me that you had done some acting, probably little bit parts, but you still did it.
I did.
What did you do?
Well, I've been in plays before. I've been in plays and then done a few parts here and there
Yeah.
in my acting. Yes, I have
Cool.
done that.
Would you like to
I
tell
like
us?
it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing. It's like you're going around and playing with people
Definitely.
and creating something. I think if you're a creative person, I'm a writer. Being a creative person in acting or in writing, they really go hand in hand.
Definitely. And on
It's
that
just
note,
part of the creative process.
it's definitely a journey in itself, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Now, are you going to be doing any screenplays? Or have you done any screenplays?
I have done a few, but I wouldn't mind doing that again. But right now, I've been focusing on the magazine, but I wouldn't mind doing that again. Why are you asking me? Are you inviting me?
Well, yes, because I mean, if you're going to write, and it sounds like you have a contagion with the writing spirit, so you can't just turn it off. So
The writing?
so if you do one thing, it just goes to something else, and just kind of meanders from this to that. So it seems like the most logical course, right?
Well, you have writing, and then there's acting and music, and there's a lot of different ways to express yourself. And that's what I think the process is about, expressing yourself. And right now I've been expressing myself with interviewing people and telling their story. I have been writing the feature articles for the magazine still, and I enjoy that because what I'm doing is I'm telling someone's story. I'm taking their story and telling it, and I really enjoy that. But I think that being a filmmaker is also a storyteller. So they're very similar in nature.
Definitely. Even when we do our shows here, the people that you met, George and Aaron, and some of the other videographers are like, whatever show you do, it's a story. You have to move it from one part to the other so that people feel that they're actually looking at a story, which is cool. I just thought I'd throw that in since you said something that was very, very deep, actually.
Thank you.
Could I ask, how
Yes.
did you get your start in business and well, I know how you get your start in writing, but as far as business.
I did. I actually worked when I first was in business in import-export for a Japanese company, and where I did learn a little bit of Japanese. And what I did is I opened up distribution channels in Taiwan, Korea, and Japan.
Wow.
So I guess I've never done things small. So right out of college, I was doing that. I was opening up distribution channels, and it was amazing. It was fun. I loved it. And so I think that whatever you're doing, you're going to have ups and downs, of course, but enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy the people that you're working with.
Definitely. Now, I just want to ask you something else. Do you think that in the future you'll be, working with other actors and, that type of thing as far as helping people with screenplays or chronicling and biographies, that type of thing?
I don't know if I will be doing that, but I will just go wherever my journey takes me.
Now, you said that you've done quite a few, quite a few interviews, right? Anyone that you'd like to, talk about?
I think I had a lot of fun when I was on set with Danny Trejo, and for one of his movies, and I just really enjoyed speaking with him, and he was very gracious, because a lot of times when you've been given a certain slot where you're able to speak with them, and he allowed me to have more time, and actually he said, come on, we're going to the bank. And he told me, jump in the car. And so I jumped in the car with him, and we went to the bank. And when I came back, the producer's like, he took you to the bank? I'm like, yes. And he started laughing. He goes, are you putting that in your story? So I think that was a really fun moment.
That sounds kind of funny.
Yes, he was very gracious with me, and I was very glad that he took me into the bank like that. Took me with him into the bank, not to the bank. I could have said, can you give me your money? But of course,
Definitely.
But because he allowed me as much time as I wanted to speak with him. And that is golden when you're a journalist. I think you've been doing this a while. You know how difficult that can be when you have a certain time limit and you have certain things that you really want to discover about someone.
Now, I wanted to find out, it sounds like you guys are just flying up the charts here. Would you like to describe your mechanisms on how you're getting all the traffic that you are, or is that kind of hush-hush?
Well, I think it's because we have an amazing team of people, and also, not only do we have an amazing team, we really all like each other, and we have a lot of fun together, and that's contagious. and people want to be a part of what we're doing. And I think that is what it is. And also I think that because we have such a positive message that is resonating in the marketplace, people want to hear about something positive because there's so much negativity thrown out there. But there's also a lot of wonderful things that people are doing, and we're shedding light on that, and that's resonating. And you know it's resonating because the numbers are showing it. We had over 6 million tags on Instagram alone. That doesn't count Twitter or Facebook. So you know that we're somehow resonating.
That is pretty wild. Now, when you go digital, or you're already digital?
We are digital, correct. And we're print and digital.
Cool. So what's in the future for your Grand magazine?
What's in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Now that might be hush hush. You're just going to have to wait and see about that one, Dwayne.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what I do know, because I don't know too much about the Wish for Children.
It's the Whispers of a Children's Heart Foundation.
It sounds like is it about illnesses, kids that are terminally ill?
Well, what this foundation, and this is the foundation that our event is giving to, the proceeds will benefit this foundation. And this foundation is out there helping children in need, whether it's financial, whether they need food, or it's bringing a lot of light into what's happening with children.
Is it kind of like also Make-A-Wish? Is it sort of like that, or is it something
It's sort of like
deeper?
that, but it's raising money because there's a lot of foundations out there, and sometimes they have really good causes, but they're not good in fundraising, and this foundation would be their answer.
Okay, so now how would people find out more about that?
About the foundation, they could just go to the website, which is the name Whispers from a Children's Heart Foundation.
Oh, cool. See,
Yeah.
now that wasn't hard. We practiced that.
Don't give away my secrets now, Dwayne. Come on now.
I knew you had it. So now let's swerve to another area, the personal Leah.
Okay.
What type of...
Oh, you didn't tell me you were going to ask me this.
We were going to get personal. Not real personal. Just, what makes you tick? What do you like to do when you're not on a, deadline beat, or, do you like sports, movies?
Well, I love movies. I love storytelling, and so I love movies and plays and art and
Culture.
I love culture, but I do have a sporty side of myself as well, like hiking and sporting and boxing classes and to keep in shape, and so there is that side of me.
Cool. So now, are you also into the Olympics?
I love the Olympics.
Now, LA's trying to get the Olympics, aren't we, for the winter or summer?
We are trying to get it. That would be fun.
Yeah. It's been, 30 years since we had it here? Hate to say it, but that would bring a lot of money. Well, not that I'm doing a call to action, but that would bring a lot of money to California. Such as everything would be affected. Even, it kind of looks like California's on the upswing when you say, such as with the football teams coming here.
From a sports perspective?
Well, from a business perspective, because we got the Raiders back, got the Rams back. Now we got Magic Johnson. He'll bring the Lakers back, back to their dominance, or better than they're doing now anyway. And then with the Olympics, you just kind of like, we're just hot coals getting hotter and hotter.
Well, LA has a lot to offer.
A whole lot to offer.
It does.
I know what I need to ask you. What is your demographic? What's your target demographic
What do you mean?
for your magazine?
We're talking about the magazine again. Our target, well, we have a wide range. We've been able to reach the millennials, which I know is a very hard market that people are very interested in. So we've had a very good response with the millennials, but they're not our only market. Our market ranges, we have a very wide market, but we're excited that the millennials are behind us as well.
Yeah, because you got to be doing something. 6 million hits.
Well, right.
And that's just on that one.
That's only
particular...
on Instagram. That's not including Twitter or Facebook or any other social outlet.
So it could be 30 million hits.
Well, if you take 6 million times 3,
that's a lot. No, I'm just wondering, because are there organizations coming towards you now and saying, could you help us do certain things because we see that you guys are, very young, but you're very savvy and very professional and very smart to have risen this quickly? Are there other entities asking for your help and, developing their companies or strategizing or anything like that?
Well, we look at it that we work with certain people, and we've had a wonderful time doing that. We found very wonderful people that are like-minded with us, and we help each other, and we help each other grow. And I think that is a very good thing to do in business. Is you're benefiting each other. Because someone told me the other day, one of our sponsors, can I mention who they are? Yes, she does sushi art. She does sushi, but she calls it Sue, S-U-S-H-E art.
Okay.
And she told me that because she affiliated herself with us and she was helping us and we were helping her, that her business has grown.
Wow.
So you grow together if you help each other.
Definitely. Synergy.
Synergy.
That's the name of the game.
Synergy. And that's something that we've been doing. That's what we've been doing is with other businesses to help them grow and they help us. So it's together we grow.
Cool. And now we've only known each other for about a year. It seemed like it was just yesterday, though.
Or forever at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. That was cool. I mean, we met at that, Rabbit Hole premiere. That was very cool. And I've even seen Paris a couple more times since then.
Oh, fantastic.
He cut his hair off. He's not quite bald, but he doesn't have any dreadlocks anymore. So it was kind of wild seeing him, but he still says, "Rocker, you rocker." Remember he does that? Oh,
Yes,
you rock.
of course.
You're a rocker. He's cool. Now, on that line, are you guys ever going to start your own? Are you going to start diversifying your name into other segments of the market, like say clotheslines, and maybe get your own channel eventually, or is that too hush hush?
Well, we do have plans for diversification, but I think that's a conversation for another time. Because we're getting that all set now to go out. And just watch out. Just look for the Amare name, and you're going to see, if you see the Amare name, all the things that that we have planned, and all the different ways that you're going to see our name pop up in the marketplace.
That's cool. I just had a feeling that just hit me. I was like, wait a minute. They're about to explode, right?
We're not going to, I can't tell you all my secrets, but I can get the secrets out of you.
Uh-oh. Now, this is cool. I'm just so happy that, we got you to come here today.
Oh, thank you so much for asking me. I appreciate it.
Because you're, like I said, you set up the whole, you just kind of exploded like a bomb in there. They were like, oh my God. People were like, you were like a light, and there were like little moths coming to you. Maybe that's how you're getting all these hits too.
Well, it's about love. Like I told you, but this life is about love, and I don't mean just a romantic love. I mean, life is about love and caring about other people and giving to other people. And when you do that, people see the difference and they want to be a part of that.
Definitely.
Right? Wouldn't you rather be around love than hate?
Definitely.
I think that's contagious.
I think so too. Very much so. Now, today we're going to be speaking to two actors. I met them at another premiere.
Okay.
It was a multicultural premiere. It was way out in the middle of nowhere, but it was so cool. It was an Asian multicultural premiere, and found out that they are veteran actors. They've done quite a bit. And that's why, I don't know, whenever I've seen you, I've always thought that you were involved in thespians, like acting, and
I don't
more
think
so than you are.
a lot of people know that. I think I've kept it a little hush-hush that I have done some acting because I'm working right now as a journalist. But now the secret's out because I'm on the show telling you. But I have done some acting, and I do enjoy it.
I have a question. What would happen if all of a sudden you became a famous actress? As much as you like to write, what would you do? Would you continue to be that famous person going to premieres and writing, or would you just have to be torn and just concentrate on the acting and never write again?
I don't think that that would happen. I think that being creative is being creative, and I would just go the journey I was meant to go on.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm loving the magazine. I'm loving the people I work with. And if those other opportunities came my way, I'm sure it would be in conjunction with the magazine that we're doing.
Right. Do you have any plans in the works for any type of workshops that you guys would be doing with, since you do some charitable, you have some charitable affiliations,
Mm-hmm.
can you see yourselves putting on any workshops for inner city kids, or just to kind of mentor, any mentor programs?
Well, we do mentor people. We give people opportunities that they wouldn't normally have to be part of this industry. We do that now, but we're not doing a workshop, or it's just we meet somebody and we think they have potential.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give to other writers the same thing that my mentor gave to me, and that he saw potential in me.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I see potential